right. Let's see what we have here. That's right. We are getting ready to be live. I think we're live now. Good evening and welcome to Wine Wednesday. It seems like forever since we've had Wine Wednesday, but guess what? We are back. And this evening we are back with a bang. We have quite a few interesting faces and personalities on the set this evening. If you're just joining us, this is Wine Wednesday. We've been quiet for a while, but now we're back, and we are back, like I said, with a bang. This is Wine Wednesdays. It's sponsored exclusively by Recinos Wine House. We encourage you to share this live, tag as many of your friends as possible. That's right. Now let the party begin and let the conversation start. I'm going to start with who I would say
waiting for you.
Wait, Drew, I'm going to have to mute Drew. The thing just to start, and we don't have to put Drew in mute. But I'm going to start with who I would say is the most familiar face on the set. It definitely has to be Miss Carmen. Miss Carmen, good evening. How are you? Not you, Drew. Sorry.
Hi, Rhonda. Good evening. But let me start my side of this party by saying, listen, if you're going to call me Miss Carmen, I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to take your wine and walk away. When I'm drinking wine, I'm Carmen. That's all I have to say. Hi, guys. Good to be with you.
Big argument as we start. Now we have, I'm going to move over to Nate, because Nate is the new guy. Nate, good evening. How are you? Tell us a little bit about who Nate is.
Good evening. Hello. I'm Nate. Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Nate?
I'm originally from the Bay Area in California, about an hour drive from Napa, out in the Livermore Valley.
Excellent. For all of you who don't know what Nate from, Nate the from States. Just so you know, that's just how it is. Nate the from States and somewhere in California, okay? that is a short version of what Nate just said. It appears that Drew is having some internet issue, but I am hoping that he can at least hear us. Drew, good evening. How are you? How are you, Mr. Drew?
Good evening, Rhonda. It's so nice here. I'm so anxious to try this new spark wine.
You know what? You know why we invited Nate today? So he can use all the right terminologies, all right? Because we needed a professional on the set this evening, and Nate is the guy.
Nate is here.
Say it again, Nate.
What? This?
No. Are you guys hearing me, or am I the one not hearing you? What's happening?
No, Drew was talking.
Hear you.
Oh, Drew is the one messing up the stuff. Drew, what were you saying? Sorry, I couldn't hear you well. His internet is really giving. He's getting. I think what Drew should do is rush over to your house. I don't know where you live in compared to where Drew lives, but I think he should get up out of his house and go visit you. How far do you guys live apart?
Oh, I kind of think I know what the problem is.
All right, you fix the problem. In the meantime,
it's like
share this live, tag as many of your friends as possible, because this evening is an interesting evening. Besides the conversation with wine, we want to have just regular conversation, as well as we want to give you a giveaway like we've never done before. This evening, we're going to be doing what, Miss Carmen?
What are we going to be doing? We're going to be drinking wine and giving away a bottle of wine to some lucky person. That's what we're going to be doing today.
What we're going to be doing. But additional to that, we are going to be raffling a spot on the show. So whoever wins the wine gets the opportunity to join us next week as a guest with this wine. The wonderful thing is that Drew has the wine that we're going to be raffling. What are we raffling, Mr. Drew?
Oh, you know what? I got my favorite here. Almost my favorite. It's a
it looks
like
cider. All right, so it's a cider. So next week, that cider is what we're going, not next week, because we're going to be doing it every other Wednesday. So the following Wednesday, the last Wednesday in the month, that is what we're going to be drinking. We're going to be raffling this cider. Whoever wins this cider also wins the opportunity to join us in that live. All right, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So you're not only winning a bottle of wine, you're winning a spot on the show as well. Nate, because I have the most confidence in you, it's funny that I know you the least and I have the most confidence in you. This is amazing. So what are we drinking this evening?
Tonight, we are drinking Maison Castel, a Cuvée Blanc,
What that mean in English?
the sparkling wine.
Cuvée, that's what cuvée means? Sparkling?
No.
What's the sparkling?
Well, it says sparkling wine, doesn't it?
It is a
It
sparkling
says
wine.
it?
No, no, it
Okay.
didn't say that. I said
doesn't
that because I
say
knew
it.
it had the bubbles.
I was wondering if I wasn't seeing correct.
But it really is.
I didn't have my
sparkling wine.
glasses on.
But,
right.
but you just took it off so you could see us better.
It's a sparkling wine in truth, and this sparkling wine is best served in a champagne flute, so that all the senses can be awoken by, I guess, the effervescence and everything. But Nate knows the proper terminology. In the meantime, we're going to watch Miss Carmen and Drew open theirs. Nate, and maybe Nate as well. Nate,
Yes.
do you have yours open?
Yes,
Let's
are
get
we
the
ready?
bottles Open up.
Well, I'm going to watch you guys because I don't want
Good job,
this
Drew.
car blowing up on me, right? So
Well, it
I'm
didn't
do
blow
what
up
I
on
was
you.
told to do to grab a hold of it. I'm going to watch Nate, see what he does.
Nate
Because
needs his glasses and
Drew went
extra
ahead of
security.
us.
Yeah,
Drew got his.
mine's already open.
Good job, Drew.
Okay, I hold the cart and turn it.
Flow. and
Oh,
sit.
cover it, Nate. Cover it.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Love that
There you
sound.
go. Excellent.
It should
excellent.
sound like a satisfied woman.
Well, not quite yet, Drew. That part will come.
That part will come. But in the meantime, we've been joined by Teresa. Teresa T, how are you, my friend? Bienvenidos.
Are we pouring? Yes.
Oh, her audio isn't connected yet. So now that we have poured this wine, when you pour this sparkling wine, Nate, demonstrate for us. Let me put you as the let me highlight you, Nate. Yeah, I
He's in
want
charge
to
of pouring the wine.
there. All right. So exactly what's happening there, Nate? You are the
Okay.
spotlighted guy.
I'm just getting ready to pour. I'm tilting my, well, it should be a flute, but I'm tilting my glass so that I minimize the bubble foam.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
So just I don't want to pour too much.
That's okay, Nate.
See the nice bubbles?
Yes. So try it. Tell me what you get from it.
We're
Well,
drinking?
I
Okay.
didn't do too badly.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wine Wednesday, welcome back. This is definitely a momentous occasion. We've been gone for a long time, reminding you that this sparkling wine that we're drinking this evening, it is the Maison Castel. It is distributed in Belize exclusively by Recinos Imports. When you go into the stores, ask for it by name. Like Miss Carmen would say, Christmas to come. This is the ideal
Absolutely.
thing to celebrate with. And
So I have a question. I have a question, Rhonda, for Nate. I have a question for Nate.
Uh-oh.
So when you drink wine, right? Is it that you take small sips, or you take dainty little sips? How is it that you're supposed to drink this wine?
Well, I don't take big gulps because I want to enjoy the flavor.
Okay.
So I take sips, but I sip with wine also. But I'm trying to enjoy the flavor because it's not soda and it's not juice.
that's exactly what I meant. So, you know, I have some friends who drink wine like juice, but those are the friends I don't invite to my house because wine is to be savored. You know, if I want, you know, I should probably give those people juice as they come in so their belly full up. Then after that, I said, oh, here's the wine, because I agree with Nick. You have to savor the flavor. I noticed that Drew did something quite unique. He put his in kind of a short glass. Drew, say something. Oh, Drew's internet is giving him trouble. Teresa, good evening. How are you, my friend? Bienvenidos.
Hi, how are you guys? I joined a little
Yo.
bit late. My laptop decided that she wanted to do a double update while I was logging in. But I'm here now.
Well, to you, and good to have you back. Which one of the Maison Castels are you drinking this evening? The pink one, the rose?
Yes, this one. Yeah, this one.
Excellent. If you notice, put your glass up to the camera for me, because if you notice, Nate's was a little bit lighter and yours have a little more rosy color, if you will.
Yeah. Yes.
All
So
right.
it's a more rosier, I don't know. I think it does have the same sparkles in it. It's a spritzier wine, so I decided not to do much of a bigger glass because I wanted the aroma and I wanted the taste from it. I don't think, because if I do get a bigger glass, I believe that I will be drinking a little bit more.
You mean you'll drink it like juice?
That's what it sounds like.
You know what? I am so sorry Drew is not having as good a time as I expected, but nonetheless, I'm hoping that he's going to have at least a marginal good time. This is Wine Wednesday. We are back. We're going to remind persons that are watching that whoever shares this live the most and tag the most person will win themselves a bottle of wine, but not only a bottle of wine from Recinos Wine House, they're going to win themselves a spot on the next show that we have on another Wine Wednesday. So that's what we want to talk about this evening. We want to talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. I know Miss Carmen wants to talk about Christmas because this sparkling wine is perfect for Christmas. Who else is? Oh, maybe Drew is trying to get in on his Redmi. Let's see if I can get him in there. Yeah, I'm getting out of this one. All right. Now he's in on both of them. He has to be the most interesting guy in the room. But yeah, so when you drink this wine, I'm going to ask everybody, what are some of the first thoughts that come to your mind? Nate, when you had your first sip, what came to your mind?
I liked it. It's sweeter. So I do like sweet wines. I like Rieslings, Moscatos. But I had done a little bit of research, so I knew that it would be on the sweeter side.
Excellent. T, when you tasted it, what did you feel, or what sensation came over you?
I had to taste it just so I can get a refresh my memory and my taste buds. I like it. I'm not much of a sweeter when it comes to the sweeter side of the of wine. I'm not really I don't really go for the sweet wines, but for this one, for me, it's smooth. I was expecting sweet, but not as smooth as this one, to be honest. It's like you're drinking, for someone that doesn't like sweet wine, I think this one would work for you because it's not too sweet and the sweet goes very well, like it's just smooth enough.
Miss Carmen.
I agree with that. It works for me because it's not that sweet, and I don't like a wine that is too sweet. I like it to be more on the dry side, semi-dry, if there's such a thing when you speak about wine, Nate, I don't know, right? What I have to get used to though, Rhonda, is that this is a sparkling wine, right? And I don't think I've ever had that before. So that bit of it, in terms of looking at the bubbles and that sort of thing, I have to get used to that. But it does taste good.
Excellent.
It would go. It seems to me it would go very good with some cheese.
I think it goes with Christmas. Now we have Drew back, and Drew is in good shape. We can see him, we can hear him. Drew, what are the thoughts that cross your mind when you had a drink of this wine?
You know, I think this is very good. It's just got a great balance of sweetness and a little bit of bubbly. It's a great hot day celebration drink. I love it.
You know, and I'm leaning towards you. When I first had a sip, I think celebration, I think excitement, I think just good vibes all the way around. I think you can do this. I mean, I can do this all the time because I just like drinking. Okay, but I can do this like on a birthday, Christmas. It's something to celebrate with. But I want to say
I've had champagnes that aren't this good.
Did you say Christmas, Rhonda?
I said Christmas, Miss Carmen.
Yeah, Christmas.
But I have a question for Nate, because Nate is our expert this evening. A lot of person would say, well, we're drinking the champagne this evening, but it is not a champagne. The question that I'm going to ask Nate, that I'm sure a lot of people want to know, because they will immediately say, this is a champagne. It looks like champagne. It bubbly, it's sparkly, but it's not, because, Nate?
Because the term champagne comes from France. It's a region of France. It's actually trademarked, so you can't use the term champagne unless it comes from that region of France.
And you know what? You know what? It's the same way with bourbon. It can't be bourbon unless it comes from Bourbon, Kentucky.
Well, I didn't know the bourbon part,
Information.
but I knew the champagne part. But I'm glad that Nate is here to share it with people, because I think a lot of times they don't understand the difference. A sparkling wine can be exceptionally well. It doesn't have to be a champagne. You understand? But the marketing
Right.
of the champagne has been done so well that we think we're not drinking the best unless it is from that region, which is
Right.
not, in my opinion, necessarily the truth.
No, this is very comparable. I like it.
Yeah, California has some great sparkling wines.
Well, this
What's
one
your
is not,
favorite?
this one is not your California wine. This one is I think it's from France, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, this is from France.
This is from
Yes,
France.
it
This is a
is.
French wine. This wine
Yeah.
is imported exclusively into Belize by Recinos Wine House. You can get it from Recinos Imports. If you go into the stores, I urge you to ask for it by name. But
You
now
can't get it anywhere else in
Yeah,
Belize.
once you see it on the shelf, you know it came from Recinos. Good evening
Yep.
to you, Miss Elena Smith. All right. Karen, Josephine, Sue, welcome back. Sonia, good evening to you. Lizzie, all the ones in the room. What Miss Elena said, all right, she share it for me. All right. Miss Jodes, good evening to you. It's really a fun time in here this evening. I know a lot of you are going to be doing your Christmas wine shopping. Please include one of these. All right. It's a Mason Castell Ice. All right.
I like it.
I like both of them. I've tried both of them, but if I was to say which one I prefer, because I think the one that Nate is having is a little less sweet than the one that in the pink bottle that Teresa is having. So it depends on what your preference is. But like I said, just bring it and drink it and really have a good time. This is a bottle of wine as well that you can have. I mean, it's not extremely expensive, but it is impressive. When you show up to the party with this, you're showing up.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the blue
on a
bottle.
budget,
That's
right?
less sweet.
Oh, on a budget, but they will not know tea. They will have no idea.
But we
They'll
can
be
show up
like,
on a budget, but they wouldn't know. How
they
would they know?
wouldn't know. Mm-mm.
Or Rhonda, if you're sitting at home and you're looking at that Christmas tree and you want to attack it, right? And you need some motivation to get to that empty Christmas tree. So you pour yourself a glass of this wine, and then you roll out the ornaments and all the baubles and all the rest of it, and you get to it, get a good drink, and get to the decoration. Yeah.
There you go.
This would go good with Christmas music.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if you want some local Christmas music, I would have said some Brad Patico.
See,
I
you take it
could
from
have
him
worked this
out.
as some Brad Patico.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nate no know who the
Yes.
Brad Patico, but we are
Does,
sending
does he
some.
have recordings?
Yeah.
What's it on? Oh, I guess it's probably on YouTube and online.
Yes, if you go on YouTube, you can find him for sure.
Yeah.
He probably don't
Just
have
search
CD.
Brad Patico.
Uh-huh.
Broke down Christmas.
Oh, bro. See, the youngest one have the most info. She a village girl.
I'll have to look for that.
All right.
Yes.
So, what else is going on? We know Christmas. Oh, the next thing when it come up. Nate, have you been to Belize to celebrate on 19th of November before?
Of course.
I just asked. I want the rest of people they know too.
Settlement Day.
Yes. So,
I don't get up that early though. It's too hard to get up that early to,
oh
to
no.
see the beginning.
So you don't have to see the beginning. I am saying I could carry this out on 19th day because it's a reason to celebrate. You could carry what you want. This is not the argument where they go on right now with pigtail and egg. This is I notice they don't have no argument where you could drink. Nobody say you have a drink, Saho don't drink. So they don't nobody say that. But you could drink Mason Castell on 19th.
Yes.
I think this would be one kind of bring your back drink, right? When you're done punta all day and you done witness the reenactment and done have your hudut and all the rest of it. And then you get your the hotel or whatever the kind you to stay in, all right? And the tent, wherever you are on the 19th, celebrating Garifuna Settlement Day. This, to me, Rhonda, this is something I would do for kind of like just slow me down, right? And ease me back into shocks I have to go to work kind of thing.
This would remind me of the days when they used to send, I don't know, back in the day when I used to work for Love FM, they used to send me out there for 18th night, right? And I remember when Adrian Harris and Colin Cabral, because those are the guys that used to take me with them. And we'd stay up all night. And now that I look back, they were drinking pure foolishness. We could have carried a bottle of this. And really celebrate the inauguration or, with some dignity. They got me out there to drink all kind of foolishness,
But maybe this never the wrong at that point in time. This
I was just
not
to
available.
say that.
I blame them for not know about it. This thing they're wrong for a long time, okay?
We just,
So,
I guess
Rhonda?
we never have access, like easy access to it. So,
But thank goodness for Recinos, now everybody has access and that could stop.
yeah.
So Rhonda,
Yes?
if I know you can get this in San Ignacio at Recinos, but if I'm in the city, where would I find this?
One thing I love with, and I use the word loose and I want nobody send me no inbox about nothing where I say when it come after this. The only one what I like about the Chinese, they got everything. So you could go down most of the shop and you could find it there. But
The
additionally,
Chinese have this?
who?
The Chinese have this?
A lot of them carry that, but also you can find it in San Pedro, because I know you are in San Pedro. That's not the question you asked.
Oh yeah, Recinos has a store here in San Pedro.
Recinos Wine House has a wine house in San Pedro. You can find it there. Recinos
Is it? Where can they get it in the city? Can they get it in the city?
Yes, I am thinking of the wine house that they can get it in the city. Tell me the one right there, T right there, next to, we used to go there all the time. I'm getting old.
Where?
It's right next to St. Catherine's.
Or the Fine Taste?
The Fine Taste. You can get Recinos wines at the Fine Taste.
Ah, good.
But if you're looking to get it nice and fresh, and you can get it in Placencia as well. So you can get it all over the country. But a lot of the hotels also have it. So when you go in there, ask for it by name. That will inspire them and motivate them for the ones that don't have it to start carrying it.
Rhonda, I have a question. Okay. Is this one of those wines that you chill before you open it, or do you open it and then you let it rest? Do you not chill it? What do you do?
I hope that they ask me this because you never chill yours. You and Nate look like you're gonna drink hot wine.
I did not.
You chill your wine.
I did not.
I don't see no frost. I don't see no coldness for your glass, Nate. Did you chill that wine?
I'm sorry. Yes. Particularly because it says ice. I would definitely chill it.
I saw that.
You're smart that way, Nate.
I saw that, but let me tell you the story of how I got my wine. What happened after I got my wine? It's only going to take me 2 minutes, Rhonda, to tell this story, right?
Yes.
So I had a meeting in Belize City on Monday. You said Drew had put the package on, I think it was Tropicare.
2 o'clock.
Right? And
2 o'clock flight.
Huh?
It was on the 2 o'clock flight.
Yeah, well, I picked it up about 5 o'clock. I picked it up. And so I got it, put it in the back seat of my car, and I'm driving down the road, and my car shuts down, right? On the road, my car shuts down. This is a true story. So I had to call somebody. My brother came and picked me up. The wine was on the back seat. The last thing we grabbed out of the car was the wine, the package with the wine, put it in his truck, drove up to Ladyville. And when I get home and we get out, he says, let me help you with that, sis. And he takes the package. He doesn't know what's in there. And he sets it right on the floor inside my door. and it's been sitting there until I opened it tonight.
Oh, my.
Oh my.
That's the
Well,
story.
it
of
is
the
hot.
wine.
You got hot wine there.
Yeah,
But you know
exactly.
what? Hot wine is better than no wine.
True that.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, you too. You got hot wine too.
A very valid question. How long did it took you to open and get to your wine?
A solid 10 seconds.
It didn't take me any time at all, because when I got ready to sit at the table, I picked it up, I took a knife, opened the box, put it on the table, got my little cork because I didn't want the cork exploding in my face, right? And that was it. That was it.
So what
Mine
you're
took-
saying is,
2 minutes.
Mine
what we can conclude from all this is that it's good, cold, or warm.
Thank you,
Yes.
Drew. Drew, thank you for them trying to put me on the spot. Thank you, Drew, for getting me
Yeah.
off that hot seat. I'm drinking my
It's
wine.
good
You
either
folks-
way.
you
It's
folks
good
can
either
say
way.
whatever you want.
Yes.
I'm drinking my wine. Cheers to me.
You know,
True.
I love that. I love that. What was I going to say? I want to address something in the room, and then I forgot. I'm getting old, you know. I think Miss
Since
Elena
when?
said it's Oha. It says Children's Day is on Friday. He said every teacher will need a glass of wine after that. Listen to me. If I was a teacher, I'd probably drink a wine every day before I go to school. And they would have to fire me.
Which
Because
is why
I
it's a
don't know,
good thing you're not a teacher, you're not in the classroom.
I don't know how the teachers do it, honestly. You could imagine 20 picnic with 20 different personality have 20 needs every day.
Well, what we can
You'd
hope
be one of
for
those
is
teachers
they
that
do it without wine.
kids need to be warned about.
Oh, no. They will know when they come to my class not to mess around.
It's okay, Rhonda. Don't go down that road.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
This is to teachers. This is to all teachers. We salute you. Because without you, there would be no us.
And Rhonda, if
Well,
you're lucky, one
There,
of them
there would be
can,
us, but they'd be stupid us.
can win one of these bottle of wines, right?
Say it again, Miss Carmen.
I'm saying if they're lucky, one of those teachers can take home one of these bottle of wines to relax with on Teachers' Day.
You know what?
Yes,
Let's see who's going to be in
this
because
is for the drawing.
I'm wondering now if I have enough because I'm thinking right now I would definitely want to send one to Miss Elena Smith. I think I'm going to send her one.
I'm thinking this would be pretty good.
I think Miss Elena, if you would join us in the next Wine Wednesday, definitely I will just have to say yes in the comment. I will send you a bottle of wine because I think that would be just a good conversation all the way around. Cheers to all teachers. All right.
Cheers.
And then we're still giving away the bottle of wine. All right. So to somebody else. So chances are we're gonna have 2 people in the room, 2 new people. We want to ask you guys, they will say teacher Rhonda didn't had her wine today. Exactly, Sonia. That's exactly what I said when I get to school.
Or she had too much.
Listen to me. They either want to play all day or lock up all day, but there'll be no teaching. Anyway, this is Wine Wednesday. We want to ask you to share this with the live, tag as many of your friends. Today, we're just kind of keeping it light to welcome back the idea of having Wine Wednesday. We started with bottles that were a little bit more celebratory, if you will. They're all celebratory, but this one is a little sparkling, a little light, a little Christmassy, just so that persons can be reintroduced into Wine Wednesday. We're going to be having Wine Wednesday every 15th, which is the second Wednesday. It might be the exact 15th, but every second and last Wednesday of the month. All right, so that's our new schedule for Wine Wednesday. In the room, you can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. This evening, we didn't have any topic per se. We just thought we would come in here, have a little wine, have a little chat, you know, talk some of our business. We know 19th they come up, Teachers' Day they come up. Christmas, Miss Carmen said Christmas is coming up. What's coming up on the island, Nate?
I'm sorry?
What's coming up on the island?
Rain.
Well, you know, we have Settlement Day. Because we're on the island of Ambergris Key, we celebrate American Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be a celebration here. Let's see what else. A lot of there's still a few places that are closed that will be probably opening up in the next couple of weeks. A lot of the snowbirds, people north are coming back onto the island.
Yes.
So
You know, I like that you mentioned Thanksgiving because you're right. In the areas in Belize where there's more tourists, or the expats live, there's a lot of celebration during that time. So they too should be able to use some Mason Castel. You understand? This would
yes,
be the perfect
exactly.
thing for
It's a
them to be
And
perfect
able
this
for
to
goes
for the holiday.
great with turkey.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that,
It's
Drew. I
great
think this
with
is the
turkey
perfect wine for turkey. Yep.
and cranberry sauce.
Ah, I love it already.
Because that was going to be my next question, you know. I wanted to know what would be, because Rhonda knows me very well, and she knows that we had Wine Wednesday back in the past, Wednesdays back in the past, and for me, I was always excited about Wine Wednesday, not just because we're drinking wine, but because I always get to do a feast for them. I cook. So that was my question. Like, what would be the ideal meal or type of meat that you would eat with
Ooh.
a wine like this?
Ooh, ooh.
Let Nate take that. I think this would go well with dessert, but what would Nate say?
Well, so to be honest, for me, when you have a holiday and you have a bottle like this, it goes with everything. because it's more of the occasion rather than the meal.
Okay.
I like that.
Right? I agree.
I agree with that.
But you can also drink it alone. It's one of those where it's
Well,
in celebration you
it's
drink
just
it
a good
alone
drinking.
also.
Yeah,
would
I
have
can't think.
just this
I can't think of a
wine.
bad meal it would go with. It would go with
I would
anything.
have just this wine with cheese, pepper jack cheese. That's my favorite cheese. That's it. Wouldn't need anything else. Wine and cheese.
I think I would just have key lime pie because I like key lime pie.
You know, I
Rhonda,
think it
I
would
have
be
some.
delicious with key lime pie.
I like that.
I think it would go well with everything. Having a little bit of steak with cake or
Wait.
some crackers. I think grapes and some olives.
Wait,
and
wait, wait,
cheese.
wait, T. Stop. Stop right there. Stop. The argument is about, I want to kick she out of this room right now, Miss Carmen,
You
because
don't like olives?
she has a whole feast, and the only thing I have is this. She's like, oh, I'm having it with this. I'm like, what?
Because I wanted to put it to the test to see what it goes well, like perfectly, but I'm here like just picking and so forth. But I am slowly realizing, or maybe almost at the, well, not the bottle, maybe at the half bottle, but it goes well with everything.
That much is obvious.
Love it. All right. Good evening to you, Walter.
Now, if I may interject a bit here, just because, you know, I wanted to be prepared. So when I received the bottle, I just did a little bit of research. And although the name cuvee means a lot of different things, when it comes to sparkling wine, what it typically means, it comes from the first crush.
Mm.
You
So
know,
they will have several different crushes, but cuvee typically means it's one of the earlier crushes, which is more, they actually kind of relate that to more of the juice of the grape.
you know, Nate, having you here is just wonderful. I look forward to seeing you on More Wine Wednesday for some more wine education. All right? Because
Well, he does his homework, obviously.
you know, that is what I like about when we have guests. You have to know who you invite at every party, and everybody brings something. This man brings for he research. All right? And
Nate's on top of everything.
yeah, that's great. But Nate, I mean, what do you do when you're not being a wine expert?
I sell real estate here on the island.
How can people find you? Let me give you a quick plug. How can people find you?
I'm with Keller Williams Realty in San Pedro. I also do have a YouTube channel, Nate in Belize.
Excellent. So find Nate in Belize, and then he'll tell you what's going on. I've watched a few of them. He has some interesting videos out there. All right, go check him out. never seen him done anything on wine, but you know, maybe
I might next. You're giving me
he
some
might
ideas.
just give us a little wine thing after that.
He's never had any reason to, but till now.
Well, now he has more than enough reason. If you're
You
just
know,
tuning, go on.
I've been talking the whole time, but evidently I was muted, but I just realized I got it fixed. Because I've been talking and nobody responds. Now I see what the problem is.
So what's the
Okay.
problem? Now we can hear you and see you.
You feeling
Well, I
left
went-
out?
I switched from the computer to the phone because it seems to work better, but
Oh, it works very well.
I couldn't figure out why you guys were ignoring me. Now I see why you didn't hear me.
You're in timeout.
Yeah, okay. We'll call it timeout. But no, this is very good. I think it would be good with turducken. Has anybody had turducken?
I've never had it.
That is a turkey stuffed with a duck that's stuffed with a chicken, and then it's I don't know if it's baked or fried or whatever, but
Nope. 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 Nope.
Is
Nope.
it a real thing or is it something that you made up?
no, it's real.
Yeah, that's a lighter skin meal.
I know it's a real
You know,
thing.
that might
too.
be.
I know it's a real thing, but I like my turkey. I like my
Yeah.
chicken, and I don't eat duck. So there you have it.
What's it called?
Turducken.
Turducken seemed like a lot of wasted meat because, you know, I don't know how you all grew up, but I grew up relatively poor. There is no way that my mother would have cooked a turkey, a chicken, and a duck in the same day. That could
Ah.
have never happened in my
But
whole
they're
life.
all, but Rhonda, they're all cooked together.
Worse.
Yeah, they're stuffed inside each other.
Yeah,
That's 3 different
We
meals.
didn't have any
It's
of
one-
them big enough to hold that.
it's 3 different meats, but it's one.
So all the juices just flow
One
together.
meal. No.
It's the turkey, and the duck goes into the turkey, and the chicken goes into the duck.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
it
There
Like
you
I
is.
said,
go.
I don't know how any of you grew up, but I am sure for 2 reasons. They're not cooked 3 of them in a one day, no way. And secondly, when we have put it in, we don't got no pot we could hold all of that. That's our big meal.
We don't neck and back people, girl. Please.
I don't regular chicken. If they have chicken in the oven full. Because the size of the oven small. You only could hold a chicken or what
But
turkey.
Rhonda, but Rhonda, make we back up this conversation a little bit,
Mhm.
right? Because I think you to go ahead of me, ahead of all of it. Because back in the day, what our families used to do is that they would light one fire hot.
Well, you know, the thing
They would
is,
light one fire hot, and you had like a half drum.
That sounds like a great party.
But that's what it used to be like in my
Yes.
family. When I was a little girl growing up, my family, we lived in a huge yard, right? And everybody had their own houses. But when it came to cooking, the cooking was done on this fire hut that was located in the middle of the yard. So like let's say, for example, crab soup. Everybody would go to Belizean Beach and you catch your sack, your amount of your crab, right? And you would bring it back to the house. Picnic would have run all over the place because crab, the chase thing kind of thing. But everybody would come and you would make one big half drum or half, whatever you call it, of crab soup. And then all the families would come with a pot and everybody would have filled in pot and you take that for your family. So, and even the light cake, the white cake, the black cake used to be done on the fire hot back in the day. That's the way it was done.
The cake was baked on the fire hot.
Absolutely it was. Yes, it was.
you know
Drink
what?
some more wine, Drew, and do your research.
Well,
I
Nick is the
will.
research guy,
Yes.
but I'll tell you what I like about wine drinking is that it really opens up the conversation. And the conversation, it really brings people together. That is really what wine drinking does. It's a space where we can drink and have good conversation. I think when we first started Wine Wednesday, we wanted a space where people can be comfortable to be introduced to wine drinking. You know, it is not not everybody feel that they're comfortable enough to drink wine. I don't know whatever story they've been told from a child or where they grew up, but that is just the reality of it. I want people to know that everybody can drink wine. And you see the kind of conversations that we have? That's exactly what wine is intended to facilitate.
Because Rhonda, they used to say that when you drink certain local wines, you're drunk for days. Like people, I have heard people say that, for example, when you drink cashew wine, you're sober up and you're drunk again. And you're sober up and you're drunk again from the wine that you drank in the first instance, right? And I don't know what it is. I don't even know the process by which people make the local wines, but apparently
I can tell you what could be
it
the
has
problem.
something that is more intoxicating in it than these wines that we are drinking right now.
It's not as refined.
Something like
and
that.
a lot of guessing happen. And the barrel, may they in at the sun, then they move it inside in a rainy weather, then they stir it up and add more sugar, and then they say, boy, this thing, this thing good. This thing, the vinegar. All right? And so these are
quite that.
And I no, a lot of people that make wine in their homes, a lot of them are very, very good, but a lot of them are very, very bad. So you're taking a risk when you do some of those. There's a lot of local places that I can recommend to get local wine, and we're definitely going to do that at some point in time. But oh, and another thing that you would not find on a local wine market is a sparkling wine. So this definitely the local people, they don't make sparkling wine because the technology, if you want to call it that, is not there.
That is true.
But they, if you're looking for a good sparkling wine, this is it. All right.
And it is good. It's good.
It's good. I love the taste and I love the price.
It's not good. It's great.
And the more
Well,
I drink
have
it,
a
the more it's
question.
growing on me.
I have a question. So
That's
where is Recinos in San Pedro?
Oh,
Okay.
Nate, it's there at Sandcast.
Oh,
You know
okay.
where the entrance to Sunset Lounge is?
Oh, that's it. Okay, I've been in there. I forgot what the name was. Okay, yes, I have been in there.
He's
I had to
right
pay my
there.
business taxes.
Okay, well, let me tell it in a different way for the other people that don't know where Sandcast is.
Okay.
And what else did you say, Drew?
Who?
It's Sunset Lounge is on the
Sunset.
rooftop.
All right. So when you come out from Tropic,
The Sandcast building
mhm,
on the west side of the building.
in other words, the back.
Right on
Yeah,
the side
back-
where Sarita's
but-
ice cream is.
But
Yes,
not
right
back of
next to
town,
Sarita's ice
just
cream.
in the back.
Right, exactly. Sarita's is here. The other entrance right there. You can't miss it.
Yes,
El Fogon is across the street.
yes.
There you go.
These San Pedrano people, I tell you, I have to drink to that.
You know, I'm beginning to feel a little concerned for my drinking because tonight we all have our own bottles and we're in
I
different
like it.
places.
Yeah, and
Make it
everybody's by themselves. So who's drinking all the
I'm not alone. Who
Sparkling
told me I
wine.
was alone, Drew? I have my little Christmas helper here with me. I'm not alone.
Oh, boy.
you got a Christmas elf.
I have a little elf with me. Why would you say
In
something
reality,
like
though.
that, Drew?
I didn't see anybody around or hear anybody. So
Well, here he
Um,
is.
Excellent.
pretty.
Well, I'll tell
But
you what.
in
we're gonna-
reality, though, Rhonda, when we used to have when
Reality.
prior to this Wine Wednesday, you said we have a bottle to ourselves. But if I do recall, and I recall correctly, we had a bottle to ourselves. We were just sharing the bottle that was open at the moment.
That's true.
So
That is the truth. We've always had a bottle
Yes.
to ourselves on a Wine Wednesday. But when we're live and we're in a room, we kind of just share the bottle. But yeah, but definitely, it's a lot of fun. I mean, we could go into some more conversations. I see somebody says exactly how we Belizean would give directions. Well, I'm gonna try give directions the Belizean way too, but they took me right down.
In San Pedro?
Mhm. So they
Well,
put
you go up
right
so,
down.
and you go to the buck, and then you go so.
There
And
you
then you
go.
look for Drew big house and you turn right at the corner there.
Dano day. When you see the big house, dano day. You go leave it more.
You go buy a pan breadfruit tree there, then you have
Around
two
the
cashew
corner.
tree, and then you take that one there, so.
There you go.
Exactly. All right. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna wind down because the time has to come for us to, say goodbyes. In the
Was that a
meantime,
pun? Was that a pun, Rhonda? We're gonna wind down.
Winding
I
down.
heard
no pun
that.
intended.
I
No
heard
pun
that.
intended.
That's a nice little pun.
There you go. We're definitely going to wind down. This definitely has been fun. It's been a lot of laughs, and it's really good to be back. For the ones that joined us in the room, outside of this room, the ones on Facebook, I want to say thank you. I want to ask you to share this live, tag as many of your friends. I'm not sure who actually won yet because I can't see who did the most tagging and most sharing. But once this live is finished, we're going to make that decision. We're going to reach out to you. Nate, I have to say thank you for stopping in and sharing with us
And this
today.
is what you get.
That's what you're going to be winning. Any final words, Nate?
No, this was fun. Drew invited me, and I had some ongoing construction, so I almost forgot I was cleaning up. But I'm so glad I was a part of this. This is very nice. I actually had invited somebody to come and sit down with me because I didn't want to drink this whole bottle by myself, but oh well.
There you go.
There you go. Drew, any
And
final
sparkling
words?
wine, you can't let it set.
Yeah,
You can't drink it tomorrow.
Exactly. Any final words, Drew? It's good to see you as well. What would you like to leave
You know,
us
it's good to see you, Rhonda, and I look forward to seeing you again. And yeah, I mean, this is a great rainy day drink as well as a hot sunny day drink. I don't know what to say. It's, and I'll tell you what, this next bottle that we're gonna give away next week, I don't know how it'd be with sparkling, but I'll tell you what, in Indiana in the fall when it's cold, apple cider and coconut rum, hot apple cider, heat it up on the stove, put some coconut rum in it. It's delicious cold evening, but it doesn't get cold here, so it may not be as good, but I'm going to try this sparkling apple cider with a little bit of coconut rum and see how it goes.
We look forward to that. Anything you'd like to leave us with, T?
Well, I very excited that we're back with Wine Wednesdays. There's going to be entertainment, a lot of fun, interesting conversation, topics that that would be very, very educational when it comes to wine and so forth in that field, no? So I'm very excited about the journey ahead when it comes to Wine Wednesday.
Excellent. Before I go to Miss Carmen, I want to answer Agustin. Agustin, I did not say I was going to ask a question. I said the person that shares this live the most and does the most tagging will win themselves a bottle of wine from Recinos Wine House. They will also win themselves a spot on the show the next time, which is going to be the last Wednesday in the month. All right. So that is how you are going to qualify to win the bottle of wine. Miss Carmen, any final words?
So while you guys were talking, I followed in Nate's footsteps and I did some research on Brad Patico, right? And I wanted to share with you before we go. He did some of the Christmas songs that he did, and so you have Old Fashioned Christmas, Christmas Come, Merry Christmas, Neighbor Get Up. I'm sure you're not familiar with the one there.
Yes.
Christmas Season Mood, Rice and Beans Nice. You remember the one?
Rice and beans.
Rice and Beans Nice. So those are some of the practical songs that I'm sure we're going to hear much more of as we get into the Christmas season. Rhonda, I want to say thanks for the phone call, and I want to give a shout out to my girl, Sandy G. I miss you, friend.
Excellent. I hope to see Sandy G very, 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 very soon. All right. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to spend this evening and share and really bring the show together, because without us the show would definitely be a lot different. Without you, the show would be a lot different. So I look forward to seeing you guys again at some point again in the future. For the ones in the room, I say thank you. I look forward to seeing all of you. I ask you to please like the page called Wine Wednesday. Please like the page called Recinos Imports and Recinos Wine House. And we find you here again, drinking only the best.
Cheers.
Yes.
Good night.
Bye-bye.